Tonight is part of a benefit for SF Cinematheque here at the Roxy, San Francisco. The plan is to do a live performance with Wobbly, a sound piece he has called More Animals. My usual gig is to have my laptop and my Max Patch and all sorts of objects, which you can see on the table, and very controlled lighting from either behind or above. Most of my objects are translucent in some way, or I play with just the silhouette of it, or I use a bright LED flashlight from above, or some combination of the two. And the laptop does some processing in the Max Patch. I have an array of things like beads and pieces of glass and paper and drawings and watercolors and things that have traveled around the world for the past 10 years or so. And you put them together with all these lighting effects and a little bit of computer processing, and it's like the magic happens. My technique evolved from being invited by various musicians to do something along with their live electronic music show. And I started out trying to do traditional VJing, where I recorded a whole bunch of things and tried to mix the clips together, and just could never get it to feel like it was really live or get it to look how I wanted it to look right in the moment. And then I actually saw Bob Ostertag play with Pierre Herbert, and he had made him a Max Patch where he had a live camera and he was doing animations and erasing them and storing frames and going back and forth. And I realized that there was more possibility in this if I had a live camera. And so probably 12 years ago at this point, I started to incorporate a live camera. It took a few years to figure out the lighting, but it just kind of evolved from there. I've had a live camera running through a couple of delays for a long time, and then I just figured out what materials look good from trial and error. And just from working with different musicians, I figure out what looks interesting, and I get a sense of what combination of materials will allow for discovery in the moment, and that's where I really like to live when I'm performing. To be in a place where I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but it's predictable enough that I'm comfortable.